Yo, what is good, Jets Nation? Welcome back to Jets Media. This is Richie, and in this video, I want to talk about what Joe Douglas's priority has to be heading into the 2022 offseason when it comes to free agency, the trade market, and the draft. I think you guys know what I'm going to be talking about in this video. As you guys can tell from the thumbnail and the title, the priority has to be building around Zach Wilson. Yes, the rookie quarterback, Joe Douglas needs to make sure that is his #1 priority. And no, I'm not saying don't even think about the defense. I know you guys are going to say in the comments we had the 32nd ranked defense. Our defense was atrocious last year. I'm going to get into everything in this video of why I think Joe Douglas needs to make sure that the #1 priority should be Zach Wilson. Before I hop into the video, I just want to say if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button. I'm inching close to 10,000 subscribers. Stay tuned because I'll be announcing a giveaway when I do have 10,000 subscribers. So make sure you guys smash that subscribe button so you are aware of the giveaway when I do announce it. Don't forget to like the video if you guys enjoyed, and check me out over on Instagram and Twitter at NYJets_media. So before we hop into the video, we're going to hear a quick word from the sponsor of Jets Media, DraftKings Sportsbook. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, has a huge offer for this weekend's big game. All new customers can get 56-1 odds on either football team to win this weekend. Bet just $5, you can win up to $280 of free bets if your team is indeed victorious. That's right, bet just $5 on either team to win the big game this weekend, and DraftKings Sportsbook will give new customers an additional $280 in free bets if the team you choose wins. If Sportsbook is not available in your state just yet, you do not have to worry because you can still play for something this weekend. Everybody can play for their share of millions of dollars in total prizes in DraftKings Daily Football Contest. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook now. Use my code JETSMedia. Once again, that's promo code JETSmedia. New customers, you bet just $5 to win $280 of free bets on the big game if your team is indeed victorious this weekend. Once again, use my promo code JETSmedia. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Alright guys, let's dive right in. So I think you guys all know that Joe Douglas' priority has to be Zach Wilson. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because Joe Douglas's entire job as a New York Jets general manager is all determined on the success of Zach Wilson. He made a big-time decision last year by moving on from Sam Darnold and drafting his own quarterback in Zach Wilson. I think every Jets fan knows at this moment that that was the right decision. Sam Darnold moved on, and he does not look like a good quarterback over in Carolina. The New York Jets got a lot of draft capital from that Sam Darnold trade, and we're going into this offseason with so much capital in order to surround Zach Wilson. The success of Zach Wilson really determines if Joe Douglas is the future GM of this Jets franchise, as we all know. And Joe Douglas needs to understand that, because if Joe Douglas goes out there and doesn't surround Zach Wilson with the proper weapons and doesn't surround him with the proper playmakers and the proper protection in order for him to succeed, and then all of a sudden Zach Wilson, year #2 or year #3, just does not look like the guy, unfortunately for Joe Douglas, I don't think that he's going to be able to get another opportunity to draft another quarterback. He got his quarterback in the building that he picked, that his scouts really was high on, and he handpicked his franchise quarterback for the Jets potentially. So he needs to understand that his #1 priority needs to be surrounding Zach Wilson. I really think that that's what it's going to be about, because if you guys remember last year in the 2021 NFL draft, we went out there, we drafted Zach Wilson with the 2nd overall pick. And what was the next 3 picks for the Jets? He traded up to get a protector in Elijah Vera Tucker on that left guard position. Then his next pick was getting a playmaker for Zach Wilson, Elijah Moore. And then his next pick was getting a big time running back in Michael Carter in the 4th round. And I'm so high on, and Jets fans should be very happy that the Jets were able to get Michael Carter in the 4th round, because if they were drafting this year and they were doing a redraft, he would not be a 4th round pick. I think he could be easily a late 1st or early 2nd round pick based on his potential mentally, and his everything about Michael Carter is phenomenal, and Elijah Moore and Elijah Vera Tucker. So what I'm trying to say is, it's not like this will not be Joe Douglas's priority. I think it is for sure, but I just want to make a video because Joe Douglas needs to spoil Zach Wilson. This is what I'm trying to say in this video. This is my point, because we should give Zach Wilson no excuses in terms of what's around him, because we all know that the Jets set Sam Darnold up for failure. We all know the situation. Year #1 as a rookie, he finished off well, but then in year #2, we gave him a new coaching staff with Adam Gase, and Adam Gase was a disaster. He had to learn a brand new system. The players around him were not good, and Sam Darnold just collapsed. He was not a good quarterback of his own, and the players around him was not good. The system was not good. We have to make sure we do not make that same mistake. And Joe Douglas was there understanding what went wrong with Sam Darnold. So what I think Joe Douglas needs to do now is continue the same trajectory that he did last year by surrounding Zach Wilson with playmakers and protection early in the draft. Now, I'm not saying we need to neglect the defense. I think the biggest priority on the defensive side of the ball this offseason needs to be edge rusher. We need to make sure we get a bona fide edge rusher either early in the draft, the trade market, or free agency to go alongside Carl Lawson, because we know that this defense, Robert Saleh's defense, is all about getting to the quarterback, that pass rush. If the pass rush is not there, the defensive system is not going to work. And we saw that last year for the New York Jets. Carl Lawson went down, Vinny Curry went down before the season even started, and the pass rush was just totally inconsistent. And if there's no pass rush, unfortunately for this 4-3 base system that Saleh likes to run, the system's not going to work. It all starts up front for the New York Jets. So they have to make sure they get an edge rusher. I'm not saying you neglect the defense, but if they can get a bona fide edge rusher either early in the draft, which I think is going to be the most likely scenario, either at 4 or even number 10 or even the second round, getting an edge rusher, outside of that, it should be all offense. I think that Joe Douglas and the New York Jets in the draft should draft 3 offensive players in the first 4 picks. As we know, we have 4 picks in the top 38, number 4, number 10, number 35, and number 38. I think that 3 of the 4 should be offensive players, and the 1 of the 4 should be an edge rusher. This is what I'm trying to say in this video, because Joe Douglas needs to understand that his job is tied to the success of Zach Wilson, and we have a really good offensive mind in Mike LaFleur that I'm super high on. I'm really excited to see what Mike LaFleur is going to be doing in year number 2 with the system, with year number 2 with Zach Wilson, the return of Michael Carter, the return of Elijah Moore in the same system. I feel like in year number 2 is just going to really be more, continuity, more comfortability with all these players, and that's why I'm really excited to see what Mike LaFleur can do. But if we can continue to add to the foundation on offense through the draft, add a guy like Trey McBride, add a big-time, playmaker, maybe like a Treylon Burks, maybe like a Garrett Wilson, maybe a guy later in the draft like Dotson, or you never know, or adding, a big-time protector, maybe at 4 we get a Kemakwanu. I just feel like the Jets need to prioritize the offensive side of the ball, because the franchise quarterback is something that the Jets have been looking for so long. And I feel like Joe Douglas understands that his job is tied to the success of Zach Wilson, which is why he needs to prioritize that. Last year, I love the approach. 4 offensive players in the draft. The next 6 players were all defense, and we all love Michael Carter II. We all love Brandon Echols. I feel like Jamian Sherwood showed potential, even though he went down with an injury. Hamza Nasruddin, I think he's going to be a good depth piece. I think he's going to be provide a big impact special teams as well. Jason Pinnock, we saw him line up at safety at the end of the season and showed some potential. So I feel like their approach is going to be the same. I feel like they're going to really go heavy on the offensive side of the ball early in the draft and then draft defensive players later, because you saw the development of these coaching staff with the young players like an Echols, like a Carter II, to really let them shine. And I think they need to go heavy defense in free agency and then heavy offense in the draft, because it's all about surrounding Zach Wilson with playmakers and talent, because this is what it's all about, guys. It's all about Zach Wilson. And I think Zach Wilson has everything you want in a franchise quarterback. He has the elite arm talent capability, just in terms of throwing the ball down the field, changing up arm ankles. We all know that he has talent, and we all know that he has athleticism. He has the tools physically. It's all about if he can put all those together mentally, process things quickly, understand the playbook, making right decisions, don't turn the ball over, make sure you can hit those intermediate throws. We all know what Zach Wilson brings to the table, and I feel like the Jets' number 1 priority, like I said 10 times in this video already, needs to be surrounding him and spoiling Zach Wilson with playmakers and talent. And how will they do that? I think that they need to go out there in the trade market, get a free wide receiver potentially, draft a receiver early in the draft, or throw a bag at him. I made so many videos already about this scenario, so you guys can check that out on my video. I made a video about what they should do in the offseason, top 5 position needs, how are we going to get a wide receiver, is it going to be in the draft, is it going to be for the trade market. I made so many videos already, but in this one, I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Do you agree with me? Do you think Joe Douglas needs to prioritize the offensive side of the ball more than anything, even though the defensive side of the ball was last in the league, simply because we're in the AFC and we have guys like Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen and even Lamar Jackson and all these ascending young quarterbacks with ascending amazing dynamic offenses that we have to worry about for the future, because we need to make sure that we can be able to stay, competitive on the offensive side of the ball. And this is what the Joe Douglas-led New York Jets front office needs to make sure they do, that we surround Zach Wilson with elite playmakers, protection, and we'll be fine. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments if you guys agree or disagree with me. I love to hear what you guys have to say, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Let's go Jets. Peace.